Hey everyone, today I'd like to take a look at the Nissan Aura e-Power. This car is getting a lot of attention at quality interior. It's a premium compact car with a high quality percent motor drive and powerful acceleration. As you can see, the exterior is stunning and looks really cool, especially when you look at it from a lower angle like this. The exterior is really appealing. Right, now about this Nissan Aura, one of its biggest selling points is how quiet it is. It offers quiet, smooth, and powerful acceleration and an advanced interior feel. Those are the key selling points. To be specific, it has the smooth, powerful acceleration typical of an electric motor and a quiet cabin environment thanks to high sound insulation. On top of that, the interior quality is very high. It has a premium feel that goes beyond its class with wood grain panels and tweed material, which is why it's getting so much attention. Not only that, but it also has a one-pedal driving feel, meaning you can get a strong deceleration just by backing off the accelerator. It makes driving in the city really easy. And thanks to this feature called e-pedal, it delivers really high performance. But man, it really is cool, isn't it? The steering wheel area is very refined and just looking at it gets you excited. Plus, it's a hybrid that doesn't need charging, so you can fuel up just like a gas car while experiencing an EV-like ride. Yeah. This is definitely cool and gets you pumped up, yeah. On the other hand, there are some downsides, and one is that the vehicle price is quite high. For a compact car, it ranges from about 2.8 million to over 3.5 million yen, which is expensive. Also, regarding highway fuel economy, at speeds over 100 kilometers per hour, the engine runs more frequently, making it harder to get good mileage. As for the ride quality, with the standard 17-inch tires and a stiffer suspension, it can sometimes pick up bumps in the road easily. When it comes to whether people like the one-pedal driving or not, the deceleration is strong, which can make passengers prone to motion sickness, or it might just take some getting used to. Yeah. In terms of rear seat comfort, compared to the Note, the rear seats can feel a bit tight. For daily city driving, it's perfect for those who value a quiet, high-quality ride and want a premium compact car. On the other hand, if you do a lot of long-distance highway driving, you might find the fuel economy disappointing. Yeah. That said, the overall balance and this beautifully refined style are really quite good, I think. Yeah. And to begin with, this e-Power is a series hybrid system where the engine generates electricity to drive the electric motor. It was added to the previous generation Note's minor change in 2016, so about 10 years ago. With a name that sounded like a new kind of powertrain, different from a typical hybrid, it became a massive hit. Yeah. Now, e-Power actually has some weaknesses too. Yeah. Well, I'll talk more about those weaknesses in another video, but considering all these factors as a whole is a really important point when choosing this car. Yeah. On the flip side, as for its strengths, it has a linear and exhilarating acceleration feel at low to medium speeds. Thanks to the powerful torque from the constant motor drive, the car's initial acceleration from a stop is extremely strong, almost like a BEV compared to a typical gas car. And since the torque builds up without delay as you step on the pedal, you get linear and pleasant acceleration. By changing the strength of the regenerative braking, you can enjoy one-pedal driving, or you can let it creep and glide smoothly like a regular automatic car. Yeah. As for fuel economy, it gets over 20 kilometers per liter, and depending on how you drive, it can go up to nearly 30 kilometers. Honestly, I think it has what it takes to compete with the Yaris Hybrid or the Fit EHEV. Yeah. Now let me talk just a little bit about the weaknesses of e-Power. There is an extreme drop in fuel economy in specific situations. For example, during highway driving, to prepare for temporary high power usage like overtaking, e-Power is set to maintain the battery level at 2 bars or more, so the engine frequently generates power during highway cruising. And if you try to coast to keep the engine from generating power, your speed drops immediately. In short, it's hard to maintain speed without pressing the accelerator. Because of this, fuel economy drops significantly during highway driving. Yeah. So I think it's really important to know this kind of background. Also, fuel economy is honestly heavily affected by the weather. For example, if you turn on the AC in the dead of summer or winter, the engine clearly runs more often, which worsens the fuel economy. Of course, other manufacturers' hybrids show the same trend, but compared to rivals like the Yaris Hybrid or the Fit EHEV, e-Power tends to have a more noticeable spike in fuel consumption. Yeah. Things like that are the downsides. Well, cars are really deep, and while there are various pros and cons, in the end, looking at and analyzing them from different perspectives is really important, I think. So, we've looked at the Aura from various angles today, but Nissan has many highly discussed cars lately, like the Aura, Nismo, and the Ariya. Among them, to decide what's best for you, I highly recommend actually taking one for a spin. By using car-sharing services like Careco, you can get a much better understanding. Alright, today we looked at the Nissan Aura. If you enjoyed today's video, please subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. See you next time.